So I've been watching a lot of Fallout lore videos lately, and a lot of theories on the whole Vault-Tec situation and Enclave and even the Institute situation, and it has me thinking about a few ideas for maybe a future Fallout game. I wanted to make a video really bad today, and I had no idea what to make it on until I had this random thought in my head about, well, what I'm about to talk about now. So the whole thought in my head is that maybe someday we can get a Fallout game where maybe Vault-Tec actually emerges like 250 years after the Great War, or even 300 years later, sometime after the events of all of our games that we've played so far, you know, after Fallout 4. But I feel like maybe sometime down the road we can get a Fallout game, like I said, maybe Fallout 5, where the Vault-Tec Corporation actually emerges. And you may be asking yourself, well, Vault-Tec, all of the members are presumably dead. Like, from every vault that we've heard of so far, no Vault-Tec members have survived, unless for the exception of maybe that Vault-Tec rep that got ghoulified and just stuff like that. You know, no actual Vault-Tec members have been around that we know of, right? But my whole idea is, and I tweeted this out, that I hope maybe someday the Vault-Tec Corporation comes out of hiding and maybe makes themselves as a faction that we can interact with, similar to like the Institute and Brotherhood of Steel and Enclave, where we could actually, you know, interact with them in a Fallout game on a large scale, like a big faction that maybe we could even side with in some sort of way. I don't know, but that's just a whole little idea in my head. And you may be asking yourself, there are no vaults that they could have probably been in. All of the ones that we know of, they're not around. And once again, I've been watching some lore videos lately, and some of the theories that I heard of are they could have been in an unmarked vault. You know, maybe they could have made their own vault somewhere that they didn't even mark, like with a number or anything, and they could have been hiding in that. After all of these 210 years after the bombs have fallen, they're still out there, and they've been living on and monitoring every single player or character that has ever been in a vault. So that's just my idea on it. And another theory that I've heard too is that they have died off, and maybe it's not Vault-Tec that is still monitoring the people in the vault, but maybe it's actually the Enclave that are doing this, because they are so closely related to that. And another thing that I wanted to state about, like, you know, future Fallout games, I didn't want to put this into a separate video because it just would have been way too short, is that we could actually get a game with the Enclave in it, like more of a presence that they had in Fallout 3, where hopefully a big enough presence of them emerges as the Brotherhood of Steel is, and we could choose between siding with the Brotherhood of Steel, like most people usually do, or we could choose to side with the Enclave and actually work with them on various different side quests and actually flesh it out and make it a very good, like, story. Maybe there could be like a massive back and forth war between the two factions, like we've seen in the Broken Steel DLC of Fallout 3, but on a grander scale, because it felt like in Fallout 3, yes, you could somewhat side with the Enclave, but the main experience in Fallout 3 for siding with a faction always seems to be the Brotherhood of Steel. You know, the Brotherhood of Steel always has that main area where they reside. Like in Fallout 3, it was the Citadel, it's the Boston airport in Fallout 4, and in Fallout 3, you're just literally forced into blowing up the area where the Enclave mainly resides. That is, of course, until you get into the Broken Steel DLC, then you actually have a decision into blowing up the Brotherhood of Steel Citadel or blowing up the final outpost of the Enclave. So that's just a little thought of mine, that hopefully one day we could come into contact with either the Enclave, which has all of the recordings of Vault-Tec, or maybe even Vault-Tec themselves that have come out of, again, an unmarked vault or something that we don't even know of yet, and there's just an extremely large amount of them, and we're able to interact with them and side with them as a faction like we're able to do with the Institute, and really have a game centered around more of the experiments and stuff like that we could really dive deeper into. I feel like that would be a really late Fallout installment though, because then it would be really revealing of a lot of the experiments if we actually did see the Vault-Tec area where they're really located and monitoring all of this stuff. So I feel like that would definitely be a while down the road, and maybe one of the final Fallout installments if they're ever going to finish the Fallout series. Maybe that would be like the final one where we find the Vault-Tec headquarters where they're located inside of a vault or something like that, and we're able to go there and see all of the experiments that they've monitored and just what the outcomes of all of them have been. I feel like that would be a really cool idea for them to do. And also another cool idea for a Fallout game is if we're actually a member of Vault-Tec and we're monitoring this whole situation, you know, firsthand. That would be really awesome as well to see. So once again, just a random thoughts video, wanted to put it out here. If you guys enjoyed, have any comments, theories of your own, leave it down there in the comment section. And yeah, thanks thanks for all of the support, guys. It's awesome. Really do appreciate it. E3 is coming up very, very soon, so the hype is real. I'll be covering it. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter, link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.